Today is May 5th, 2025. Welcome to TrueTone News, where we deliver the facts with clarity, accuracy, and depth. Our mission is to provide unbiased, comprehensive reporting on the stories shaping our nation and the world, cutting through the noise to bring you the truth. Let's dive into today's top headlines. From education reform to escalating global tensions with no agenda, just the facts. On May 3rd, 2025, Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed the largest school voucher law in U.S. history, enabling public funds to cover private school tuition for eligible families across the state. Supporters, including conservative lawmakers, argue it empowers parents to choose better educational options, particularly in struggling urban districts, fostering competition and innovation. Critics, including teachers' unions and public school advocates, warn it could divert up to $8 billion annually from public schools, severely impacting rural districts with few private alternatives. Set to take effect in the 2025 to 2026 school year, the law's eligibility criteria and long-term effects remain under intense scrutiny, with both sides preparing for legal and political battles. On May 4th, 2025, a ballistic missile launched by Yemen's Houthi rebels landed near Ben Gurion International Airport in Tel Aviv, Israel, causing no casualties but sending shockwaves through the region. Israeli security forces inspected the impact site, and the attack, tied to the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, prompted heightened military alerts. Iran, a primary backer of the Houthis, issued a stern warning against any U.S. or Israeli retaliation, escalating fears of a broader Middle East conflict. The incident highlights the fragile security dynamics, with diplomatic efforts struggling to contain the spillover from Gaza's unrest into neighboring regions. On May 5th, 2025, federal student loan collections resumed after a years-long pause, affecting over 7 million borrowers in default, who collectively owe $150 billion. The Biden administration's debt relief plan, intended to forgive billions in loans, remains stalled in courts, leaving borrowers vulnerable to wage garnishments, tax refund seizures, and credit damage. Advocacy groups argue that restarting collections without relief exacerbates economic inequality, particularly for low-income borrowers, while critics contend taxpayers shouldn't bear the burden of unpaid loans. The resumption has reignited debates over higher education costs and the feasibility of broad debt forgiveness. On May 4th, 2025, President Donald Trump called on Congress to eliminate federal funding for PBS and NPR, accusing them of promoting far-left agendas that he claims misrepresent American values and mislead the public. PBS CEO Paula Kerger responded that defunding would cripple public broadcasting, cutting off educational and cultural programming for millions, especially in rural and underserved communities where private media options are scarce. The proposal has polarized lawmakers, with some Republicans supporting it as a step toward fiscal restraint, and others, including Democrats, defending public media's role in fostering informed communities. Congressional hearings are expected to address the issue in coming weeks. Following a Houthi missile strike near Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport on May 4th, 2025, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu publicly endorsed President Trump's hardline policy toward Iran, a key supporter of the Houthi rebels. Netanyahu accused Tehran of orchestrating attacks to destabilize the region, urging the international community to impose stricter sanctions and military deterrence. The endorsement comes amid heightened Middle East tensions, with no official U.S. response to the attack announced, leaving analysts concerned about the risk of escalation. The incident underscores the complex interplay of U.S.-Israel relations and Iran's regional influence. On May 3rd, 2025, Trump's senior advisor Massad Boulos proposed a bold initiative for a peace treaty between the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, and Rwanda, paired with U.S. minerals deals, to secure access to critical resources like cobalt lithium and coltan. The plan seeks to stabilize a region plagued by decades of conflict while positioning the US to counter China's dominance in the global minerals market. However, ongoing violence, including militia clashes in eastern Congo and deep-seated mistrust between the DRC and Rwanda pose significant obstacles. Analysts warn that aligning economic ambitions with diplomatic peace efforts will require unprecedented cooperation, casting doubt on the proposal's near-term success. And now, the key facts. Texas voucher law, the largest in the U.S., funds private school tuition, but may divert $8 billion from public schools. A Houthi missile struck near Tel Aviv's airport, escalating tensions with Iran's involvement. Student loan collections resumed, with 7 million borrowers in default, owing $150 billion. Trump seeks to defund PBS and NPR, claiming bias, while critics highlight rural impacts. Netanyahu backs Trump's Iran policy after a Houthi attack, amid rising regional risks. Trump advisor proposes Congo-Rwanda peace and minerals deals, facing diplomatic hurdles. Thank you for tuning in to TrueTone News, where facts come first and bias has no place. We're committed to delivering clear, accurate, and in-depth reports to keep you informed on the issues that shape our world. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications for daily updates. We're here every day, bringing you the stories that matter most, without the spin.